Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Researchnomics, a video lecture series on the subject Research Methods in Public Administration. This is Ronald Alan Pacana, your research instructor. Today, we will be discussing about writing the introduction. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we go through our research journey. For our topic outline, we will begin with what is an introduction. This is followed by the 7 tips on how to write an introduction. And lastly, examples of an introduction. So, what is an introduction? The introduction to a research paper can be the most challenging part of the paper to write, as it is the front line of your research paper. The length of the introduction will vary depending on the type of research paper you are writing. Dili ni pareha niya ha, sa intro ra maayo. Here are 6 tips on how to write an introduction. Tip number 1. Announce your research topic. You can start your introduction with a few sentences which announce the topic of your paper and give an indication of the kind of research questions you will be asking. This is a good way to introduce your readers to your topic and stimulate their interest. Tip number 2. Consider referring to keywords. Emphasize in the introduction the keywords stated in your research title. Tip number 3. Define any key terms or concepts. It is necessary to clarify any key terms or concepts in your introduction. You need to express yourself clearly throughout your paper, so if you leave an unfamiliar term or concept unexplained, you risk your readers not having a clear understanding of your argument. Tip number 4. Include a brief literature review. This is an important element of your paper which demonstrates that you have a strong knowledge and understanding of the debates and scholarship in your area or topic. Tip number 5. Use the literature to focus in on your contribution. As you develop your introduction, you can move from the literature to focus in on your own work and its position relevant to the broader scholarship. And lastly, tip number 6. Elaborate on the rationale of your paper. The rationale should clearly and concisely indicate the value of your paper and its contribution to the field. Oo, kabalo ko medyo lisod sabton. Ayaw mo kabalaka kaya maghatag ko og example, apil kung asa na nga incorporate ang mga tips. sample of this introduction is posted in our Google Classroom, so kindly check it out. And now, here is your main task number 2. You are to make a research introduction. So you are to make an introduction of your selected research. Then, incorporate the tips on how to write an introduction. Submit a Microsoft Word file to our Google Classroom on your output. The deadline of submission will be on or before September 10, 2021. And that's it for this episode. If you have any questions, you can contact me through the following outlets. This has been Ronald Alan Pacana, and this is Researchnomics.